warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm from Delhi. Teaching narrative reading and using the subtext strategy of Islamic senior high school student. Abstract. The objective of this study were to find out whether or not there was a significant improvement before and after the treatment of the 11 grade student. Reading comprehension score of one Islamic senior high school in Palembang by using subtext strategy and to find out whether or not there was a significant difference on 11 grade student reading comprehension. Scores between students who were tough using subtext strategy and who were not. In this study, it was experimental design using graphic posters and equivalent group design was used. There were 16 students taken as sample. Each class consisted of 13 students from class 4S2 as control group and class 4S3 as experimental group in collecting the data. A reading comprehension test was used. The test of given quiz about experimental and control group as appraisers and posters to verify the hypothesis. The data appraisers is processed and analyzed using independent sample across entire single list. Each page is SPSS program. The findings show that the output from prior sample. Introduction. English is a global language that cannot be separated from our daily life and become an important language. Science was that people use English with their communication tools. Also today, English is the most widely used language in the world. Today, the less 150 million people use English fluently as a foreign language. Besides the use of science, knowledge, technology, and art, English can be the tool together and the economic trade, international relations, social culture, culture, education with elective being held. According to Sarifia, English is an international language refers to tradition with thinking, research and practice. This reality encourages many countries to put English into the formal school curriculum that will be taught from elementary school into university. And one of two countries, Indonesia. In Indonesia, English is very important to be mastered. The English language teaching becomes increasingly important as the first foreign language in Indonesia. Therefore, the government requires all schools in Indonesia, especially the high school level, to make English as one subject in the national examination. According to Lander, it is widely recognized that the English is important for Indonesia and reason most frequently, but forward to this is that English is important for Indonesia and reason most frequently. Forward to this is the English is a global international language. Reading has an important role in English. According to Anderson, reading is an essential skill for learners in English. For most learners, it is the most important skill to master in order to ensure success in learning. With strength-handed reading skills. Learning English will make greater progress in other areas of language learning. In addition, in language learning, students with strengthened reading skills will be able to progress with attain greater development in academic areas. Footnote. According to Merkley and Jeffrey, reading English is important for some reason. Reading English helps students learn to think in English. Reading in English helps students build their English vocabulary. And 3. Reading in English makes students more comfortable with writing in English. This is why, by reading, students can increase their knowledge and ability in English. In relation to this, however, comprehending and reading text is not an easy activity. Little and J. Argue and reading is perhaps the most difficult language skill to teach for each involves many different elements such as mechanical, eye movement, grammar, vocabulary, and intellectual comprehension. Similarly, formality and practice. Also state the typical characteristic of children of often difficulty understanding and writing text. They do not seem to grasp important learning. The connection between the different thoughts or to be able to search out the pieces of information they are looking for in reading activities. Students don't only read, but also the other activities included solely, such as thinking, interpreting, speaking, listening, and writing. Difficulties the obstacles faced in the process of teaching and learning reading cannot be considered only a reason to students do not have mastered their
Jadi
reading skills.
Ini siapa tuh?
In
Yang itu siapa?
Indonesia, reading still become the problem
Hah?
of students were banging higher. The script that it is the Asia, Indonesian people had the lowest level in reading English text. Indonesia student reading skills lower than other. The position ranking of Indonesia in PISA reading is column 3. The reading reported by program international student action. The data show the Indonesian reading skill is still poor. It means the Indonesia students made a strategy to improve their reading skill. Problem narrative reading comprehension project happened to the 11th grade student of NU Secondary Palembang. One Islamic senior high school in Palembang. The student informal interview with a teacher in English and the 11th grade student. There were many problems that students faced in learning and reading. The problem was one. The student had lack of motivation in reading English text. The student had poor vocabulary, so they were not able to use the learning easily. The student could not predict the content of the narrative text. The student got difficulty within the structure of the narrative text. While some of the students took too much time in comprehending the text. It happened because there was no interesting way to attract their interest in narrative reading text. Therefore, the student felt bored in reading narrative text and lazy in comprehending narrative text. Besides, the average score of students comprehension narrative reading text were lower than before in analytical exposition text. In relation to the use of subtext strategy, a study by Sassi showed that the use of subtext strategy successfully improved the student reading comprehension skills. In addition, the second study written by improving student also reported that there was a significant effect in using subtext strategy on reading comprehension in students. Senior high school, the study was designed to know whether or not there was significant improvement of the 11th grade student. Narrative reading comprehension achievement who are traveled by using subtext strategy. And to know whether or not there was significant difference of the 11th grade student narrative reading comprehension achievement between those who were taught by using subtext strategy and those who were not.